what's up? It's your girl Tamara, aka Girl from Harlem.
And this is Ray Daniels, aka the Culture Referee.
And it's your cousin Juju.
Juju! And this is the God Show. Everybody get on the God Show. And today we have a real GOAT. I can't wait for y'all to hear this man because he's a genius. And I've been wanting to tell him this forever. But we have a real GOAT. Someone who actually, he didn't take the line given to him. He created his own line, which inspired me to create my own line. He don't know that. I'm gonna get into it. But he's an owner of a liquor company, Uncle Nearest.
Yeah, liquor companies. Uncle Nearest, the fastest growing independently owned American whiskey in U.S. history, that just purchased the biggest chateau in Champagne, France.
Ooh.
Boom, boom, boom.
About to come with the cognac.
Let's everybody give it up for Kenny Burns. Let's go.
Thank you.
By the way, I can't sell his stuff better than he can sell his stuff. So Tamara, before we get into it, I just gotta tell Kenny something. About 12 years ago, it's wound up being Atlanta Influences Everything.
Okay.
But before it was Atlanta Influences Everything, we were called the Tomorrows. It was me, Bame, Slow, my best friend who passed away, and Ian from those two of the guys from Atlanta Influences Everything. So we at dinner, and Ian tells me, bro, you should watch what Kenny Burns is doing. Right. Swear to God, 12 years ago, he was like, and I'm like, what is he doing? Like, he's hosting parties. He's like, no, he gave himself a title. Mm-hmm. He called himself the lifestyle specialist. And he was like, what the fuck is even that? It don't matter. He's defining it. So he was like, you should be the music industry expert. I'm like, nah, bro. He gonna know I'm biting. He gonna know I'm biting. So for years, I was like, bro, I gotta find a moniker because Kenny Burns gave himself the lifestyle expert, and literally all his brand is built around lifestyle, and he's doing it his way. Yeah. So literally, I'm at dinner with Kasim one night. He was like, "Man, you like a culture referee. That's your new name." And I literally was like, "Okay, cool. That's my version of lifestyle specialist." And you never do that. So I always tell you that. I'm like, but the thing I want to make sure people know about you is that you could have just said, "I'm Kenny Burns." Could have easily just said it. Your name held weight. Yeah. You gave yourself a moniker that made everything that you wanted in life to come your way, which to me, I think all of us should do in the world.
That's right.
And you are the only person that I know has done it from behind the stage. And you turn yourself into a fucking superstar. So I just want to tell you, thank you for inspiring us.
Thank you.
And you that nigga. Now let's get into the motherfucking interview. Tamara, let's go.
I want to say something about the lifestyle specialist though, because what a lot of people don't know is that 2005 is around the time I came up with it, and it was because I was leaving Rockefeller Records, and I was just so disgusted with the music business. After I knew that Dame and JC, I knew before everybody knew. Oh wow! So in my mind, I'm like, yo, like, how is this happening? Y'all are brothers. Like, we're brothers. Like, I brought him here to Kaya doing 22 tools. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? When I was in college. Yeah. So I looked at that like, what do you mean? So anyway, in that transition for me, a friend of mine had the Axe body spray account. And Axe body spray was coming to North America, right? And so I had started to make a few plays on the branding side because Rockefeller was notorious for partnerships. Mm-hmm. I had just did Remy on the Rocks where we had Alan Anthony, Nicole Ray, Rail. Because rock music was my department.
Yeah, exactly. You president rock music,
I was vice president. Even Kanye was on the rock music side for 2 seconds. But the until he started blowing up and they had to have all the credit. So I'm in this transition because I'm realizing how powerful brands are.
Yes.
And big shout out to Blue because he used to tell me about that way back when I first started with Monica. But this time I'm literally getting like, damn, these marketing dollars are going to change the way that we travel in the music business, the amplification. So I'm like, all right, cool. So my girl, Regina Gaines, big shout out to Regina Gaines, Detroit, what up, though? She had the Axe account. Now, mind y'all, agencies were blooming. Yeah. Right? I'm talking about boutique agencies like Team Epiphany. Yeah. Back then they had 50, all these agencies, right? And they literally were the black versions of these grandfathered agencies. So I'm kind of dissecting what's going on. So long story short, she got me involved with the Axe body spray thing. And I was going to these meetings. Mm-hmm. Well, fast forward, she was about to lose the account and a guy by the name of True Pettigrew was like, yo, I'm calling you, and we had mutual friends, but I'm calling you because my guy Dave Rubin at Unilever called me and was like, yo, if you hire Kenny Burns, you can get the business, right? Now, mind you, I'm not even hip. I'm like, business, okay, cool, I'm gonna get my little piece. But they were telling them basically as a full-fledged agency, if you hire this guy, you can get the business. I was like, wait, they need me.
Yeah.
Like, this is big. I'm talking about these are like, it went from a $5 million account to a $25 million account. Right, so I'm like, damn, no, I got to get a piece of that. So I'm thinking how I could. So I had to play my role. But as I started going, and we ended up creating the Heineken Red Star Soul Tour, which I, hosted for 4 years, which put, Raheem Devon, Chico, I mean, all the R&B soul artists back then. But I was introducing myself in these meetings, or they were rather calling me a culture expert, and I kept like, nah, I don't really like that title. You know what I mean? So as I started doing more deals, I was like, I'm the lifestyle specialist, because everything I was doing had to do with lifestyle, because I did so many different things, at a high clip, from Ryan Kenny clothing to all the,
Ryan Kenny. Y'all had us rocking them $200 button-ups.
Yeah. So at that time, like I was successful in multiple businesses. I was like, this is my future. Yep. I'm the lifestyle specialist. And that's how it came to be.
Bro, the most genius shit. I don't think it gets enough credit in hip hop how you carved your name out and set the tone for who you are. And it made, because a lot of people might want to interact with people, but if they don't know what you are, it's kind of like even like, no bullshit, like maybe 3 weeks ago was the first time, and I came and had a meeting with my team, and I was like, I'm gonna embrace being in media, because I would go places, Kenny, and people want to talk about the podcast, and I was like, nigga, I'm a music executive. Nigga, I got the biggest song in the world. Nigga, y'all think, don't fucking don't coin me as a,
don't pigeonhole.
Yeah, but then when I was in Paris with Usher in LA, and all they wanted to do was
sprinkle.
I mean,
sprinkle.
Anybody who knows what I do knows that we got like 3 or 4 Usher hits, and I work for LA. So I just want to hang out with my niggas in Paris. Niggas in Paris.
He's dropping a lot.
But when I came back from Paris, that was the first time I was like, I talked to Blue, I talked to Don Vito, and I was like, I'm gonna embrace being in media, because it is uncomfortable. Like,
but it's so important for you right now.
It is, but
voices like yours that have been around and actually did something. Exactly. I'm talking about art. I'm not talking about this ringtone shit that's going on. You know what I'm talking about? But like art. No, all this shit is ringtone. It's 90% ringtones. But the point I'm trying to make is, like, they need authentic voices, because see, what's missing in the game is the art.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? And
I
you
agree.
Bring that to the table. Like, if you had to sit down, you had to go against Brian Michael Cox and, Noontime and this, that, and third. And y'all was that. I remember it clearly.
Yeah.
To identify as a writer or producer in Atlanta, you had to go through, some real hurdles, because they was getting money over there. Yeah. And they definitely getting money over there.
What? They would not let you in the room unless you was fucking great.
But that's why your voice is valuable. That's why I'm excited that you got a podcast. And that's honestly why I'm here. I don't do all the podcasts. I only do podcasts that pierce through the rhetoric.
For sure. By the way, I appreciate that, like, so much, but I wasn't afraid. That's why you don't know how much you inspired me, because I come in the music business in 2005. So when I come in the music business, you're hosting Vision for Alex.
Right.
I'm not knowing, and I also knew Wendell, right? So I knew Wendell. So I knew Wendell because we wound up buying his studio or taking over his studio when he was finished with it.
Yeah.
But I always knew you as a host, lifestyle guy. Then people were like, nah, he in the music business.
Yeah.
But you walked that shit out. Like, it was like, that transition was so motherfucking smooth, bro. You wouldn't even know it the way you was moving.
Well, God has led me in all my decisions. I feel like people don't understand the value of the pivot. You know, I built my career on the pivot.
We just talked about it.
And it's also adapting and adjusting. I think, we get so, and that's why I'm proud of you too, because you've done something so well for so long, and then you're like, fuck, I gotta bust a move. Like, I ain't even trying to. Like,
I don't want to, bro.
But it's the calling. Yeah, it's not about you, because your purpose is finally aligning with your passion.
Exactly. That, by the way, when you,
I'm a preacher.
But I'm gonna tell you something, because I'm gonna get deep with you. I'm gonna tell you something, because the minute that I said out loud, it was December 2022. I said out loud, and I'm frustrated with myself. Like, I don't know. I don't even talk about this. And I'm like, Ray, what do you want to do? Like, do you want to go work for a label? What the fuck do you want? And I was afraid to say, by the way, I'm by myself.
Yeah.
I'm alone. I'm afraid to say it out. Because once you say it, he heard it. It's out loud. It's in the universe. And I was like, man, I want to build a $100 million media empire. That's what I want to do. Man, 15 minutes later, I'm in my next meeting, and the guy's like, I'll give you the money, but I won't give it to you if you're not doing media. First time somebody brought media up to me. And I'm like, fuck. And then all of a sudden, it was like, God was like, nah. You know, sometimes you want to cheat the process because you're comfortable. Yeah. So sometimes you're like, yo, bro, I'm going to take this check over here, but I'm going to build over here. And God was like, hell no, fuck that. You're going to build. Yeah. You say you want to do it, you're going to do it. And once you say something out loud, like you said, He'll have no choice.
He'll take it away.
Because it's like, no, you said, because at that moment, every move you make that goes against that, you already know you be. It's like saying I want to lose weight, but you eating chocolate cake every night. Absolutely. Like you know you ain't gonna lose weight doing that. But you saying like I'm gonna lose weight, nigga. You lying to yourself. You wasting life at this moment. So like what you saying, that's why I wanted to have you here because I see you talking and I'm like, this nigga is really spitting some real life. If you had your daddy in your life, you would know. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I wanted to bring you here.
And I didn't have my daddy in my life.
I did. My sons have you. Yeah.
Incredible father. And
exactly.
And I've been married 24 years, October 16th.
Congratulations.
And that's what people don't really.
Exactly.
Like people be like, oh, you be around the baddest. No, they be around me.
Exactly. I'm the party. Nah, for real. For real. And, bro, I've been watching you so long. I remember I was at a party with you and I pulled Ferrari to the side. Shout out to Ferrari. I just left him.
One of my favorite mentees ever.
He's a mentee. And you was on stage and I knew he wanted to get on stage. Yeah. And I said to him, bro, he ain't getting down. You're going to have to go sit behind him and let him see how to do it because he is good at this shit. And then you wound up getting a big job to go to the West Coast.
I gave him the keys.
And he just told me that too. He literally just told me that last week. Like, dog, when you told me to go sit on the Kenny, I did. And then all of a sudden he got the job.
Listen, Atlanta should be thankful. Yeah. Anybody who gets money as a mic man, I turn it down all the time. So you get the fallout. And guess what? That's real. How you build.
That's how you build. And I'll take it, by the way.
No, but hold on. But DC, like Ferrari, like BT, anybody who has come close to me and wanted the game,
they got it.
Game. And you're going to get the fallout.
Yep.
I'm at that level, you get fallout money.
Yeah. I can't take it all. I can't take it all.
No, but it's not even about that. It's about what you're supposed to be doing. It's like right now, every homecoming is hitting me.
Yep.
25,000. How you make 25,000? Well, I've been doing this shit forever.
Yeah.
I get paid like a rapper with
your name holds weight.
Yeah, but at the end of the day, I'm trying to tell people, if I was to go back and do the club and you take that little money, that's all they're going to want to keep giving you.
Exactly.
So if my fee is 25, it's 25,000. I might take 15 if it's 2 nights but it has to be big, gala style. I just did the BMAC Awards.
Yeah.
Motherfuckers in there like, I didn't know you was funny.
Yeah.
I didn't either until I did it. You know
exactly.
You know,
exactly.
But you gonna hold yourself back because you ain't trying?
Nah,
I'm never gonna do that to myself.
Nah, you showed us how to do it. You showed executives how to do it their way, and I don't even know if you knew that, but like the fact that you did it, it was like that's the model, bro. I would be in meetings for the last 10 years, bro. Kenny Burns, the lifestyle expert. Like, what the fuck is that, y'all? Yeah. He made it up, and now it's something that people got to pay for. Yeah. That's what brilliance looks like.
Really pay for.
Really pay for, by the way. I didn't know you getting that much money. Blue, we got a long way.
We got some shit to do.
Got to work that shit out. I want to get there, Blue, before we got to do. Let's go.
But I want to talk about that process, right? So we talked about the importance of branding and putting a name to things because you clearly created your own genre and your own lane. But you said you didn't grow up with a father, so who kind of taught you the importance of branding and putting a name to it? And like, where did you get that knowledge from?
Did you know that?
Great question. Andre Harrell taught me how to monetize lifestyle, right? Like how to show up as your authentic self, and that was enough. I'm a product of my environment. Locked up, single parent home, locked up at 18, like all the things. You know what I'm saying? Honestly, Freaknik 92 saved my life. But I literally. That's a fact. No,
let him finish that. We're gonna go back there. I gotta hear that story.
I gotta hear about that.
But I literally, I'm writing I don't know if it's gonna be my memoir, but I'm writing a book now, and I was just giving my coach in high school credit, which when you're young, you're not giving people their proper due. But I look at my 2 years, junior, senior year, and how much he called me Kenny motherfucking Burns, and I know he didn't mean that in a good way all the time. But I really thought I was Kenny motherfucking Burns. So all I took was the, you know what I'm saying, the pleasant.
I love that.
You know what I mean? In it, that wasn't too pleasant, I'm sure. But then my second one was my plug. When I was a basketball star in high school, and ironically, both of my sons are in college playing basketball now. So I'm living through them, my real hoop dreams.
That's fucking fire.
But my Robert Johnson, and I heard he's still in jail. He got out like. And got right. Anyway, his name is Robert Johnson. I want to give him a shout out because there was one night in particular he was giving us work, but I always would take enough, you know what I'm saying, to fulfill my habit, which was clothes. And then one day it was like, you can take what you want, but if you take it, you're responsible for it. And my cousin was like, man, let's take all this shit. You know what I'm saying? But he would never let me dive all the way in. So my coach, Robert Johnson, DJ Clark Kent was the first industry guy to like see my superpower. When I booked him to host, DJ The Warehouse. Actually, he did the Phoenix first, that became The Warehouse. And then I had a legendary party in college called the Funk Clinic. And from that, he introduced me to Andre Harrell. So I would give those men, and maybe my Uncle Leo a little bit when I was younger. But other than that, I didn't really have hands-on like training. I had to kind of take what I wanted from the relationships or what I could add to my game. But Andre Harrell really taught me how to get paid being me.
Yeah, I want to talk about that. So you talked about marketing dollars, right? I'm pretty sure everybody watching this is like, so how do we get those marketing dollars?
Right,
so how do the people get it?
You got to be your authentic self. I think what we are losing right now because of the state of music is the respect that came with our genre. Because it is a ringtone generation, there's no art to it. There's nothing that you're going to stamp and be like, I'm identifying that. You know, when you look at like, and I'm going to go generational with y'all so y'all can understand because y'all not my generation. But when I heard I Need Love and I'm Bad in the same summer in 1987 as a fucking 13-year-old, I'm like, wait, I could be, no rapper can rap quite like I can. I take a muscle-bound man and put his face in and then I could turn around and be like, when I'm alone in my room, sometimes I stare. It's like, okay, cool. But then Rakim, he took me somewhere like he didn't curse. He looked like a dope boy. You know what I'm talking about? But he
his
was
voice
really
was
speaking,
ill.
But he was speaking that God body.
Yeah.
And I don't know if y'all know about conscious,
For sure.
you know, of self and all that, knowledge of self. But like it was a period in hip hop where you were trying to find out where you were from, who you were, what your identity was. Then you get into the NWA's, fuck the police, fight the power on the other end of that stick. You know what I'm saying? So you had balance, and then you got the Commons, and you got the Tribe Called Quest, you got all things. You fast forward to what Atlanta stands on. People always want to act like Outkast ain't the one. Like, yeah, Jeezy took what Gucci and Tip and Shawty Low and even Kilo Ali and fucking Smurf did, right?
Yep.
And made it us. We gonna get respect from being us. But Outkast opened the door to say, okay, we talking about all the things that ever happened here. If that's not defining of an era or a city, and then I want to fast forward to even Future. I mean, the designer drug rap is causing a lot of, you know, health issues. You know what I'm saying? You seeing kids die at like 20 and getting hooked on this shit. It's like heroin. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But if you think about the melodies that he inspired, right? Because I can't front. I mean, even as it trickles down to Thug and whoever else, the melodies are so sonically different and out of this world, but they did not say nothing with that. So you can't go and educate from that. You can't go and learn. You can't even say, I did that or my man went through that. Yeah. And it's not a diss to them because everybody getting paid, God bless you. But now we're in a state where for the first time ever, we're going to lose the soundtrack to our lifestyle because soundtrack to our lifestyle ain't misogyny, death, you know what I'm saying? And destruction, it can't be because you can't sustain. So now what? And we're going to go back to like we always do. R&B going to come back. I mean, even look at what Afrobeats is
ushering love. That's the only
house
thing.
Music.
Yeah.
Like that's the beat is back. So when you look at tempo and who we are as a people, it's always the beat. So it just, you know, we're going to go through these ebbs and flows, but I will say this. Rock and roll became an indie genre. Yep. And if we are not careful, rap will be an indie genre again. And that's unbelievable. To be down 40%, to not have a hit until June, and the hit wasn't even a song. It was Lil Uzi Vert. You know what I'm saying? This motherfucker was giving you, you feel me? So it's like, where's the art? Because art sustains.
Can I tell you the problem? Because when I've been seeing you talk about this, and I agree with you, the issue is that your generation is the generation. Y'all ran this shit. Y'all niggas ran this shit. Like you from the Puff, like y'all ran this shit.
They older than me, by the way.
No, so but you still like.
No, I just want to make.
No, I got you. You said 87, so you was born at 74. We got that. We got that. They was born 69. But the point is that guys like yourself who have the persona, the know-how, that can do this shit, don't want to do it. Like dog. Like
I'm about to say, to even add to that, Kenny, and this is me playing devil's advocate.
Come on with it. You got a gap like
Don't
mine.
you? Absolutely. Hey, we out here winning.
Let's go.
Don't you think that it's also your generation have to take accountability for these new kids and not being able to guide them to where, like you're saying, you're taking the soul out of it, you're taking this out of it, but they don't understand how to give a message because.
No, I love the thought, but it's not my generation. Cause see, I'm 50. It's them 35s to 45s. They're controlling the business. That's not my responsibility. I taught them well. All of them have jobs. Not only do they have jobs, they have fucking families.
Yep.
You ain't seen this level of responsibility or, you know what I'm saying, inspiration ever, the way that we've given back, because it's $1 trillion motherfucking business now. So what is there to complain about? The complaint should be the parents. First and foremost, I'm not in charge of your kid.
That's real.
You know what I'm saying? So if we could get back to responsibility and guardrails in our own homes, you think they're going to have no guardrails at home, but they're going to be outside respecting somebody's law?
Nope.
That's why, like, I was just having a conversation, big shout out to Bank and his assistant Courtney. They had this thing called Linking Us. And we just did it last week, or I'm sorry, Monday or whenever, I don't know when this is airing, but we just did it. And we had the commissioner, Khadijah, there talking about politics. You know what I'm saying? Because people don't even know the value of your state and local government. But yet we supposed to just have to tell you all this. No, you should have this as part of your upbringing. And I should have too, and I didn't. So to your question, no, I'm not responsible for that. I'm responsible for what I'm doing right now. I got to ring the alarm.
Got you.
I have to fucking go. It is
a
war coming. And what people don't realize, all this thoughtlessness of violence, when you got suburban kids with two parent households, and yet they killing motherfuckers, and they think they really got an op. Yeah. You didn't grow up with no ops. I had ops.
That's a fact. That's a
people
fact.
coming to kill you.
Yeah.
Like you playing games because you didn't with. I've never seen the gang shit, please.
Yeah.
Would y'all stop? All of y'all are not. I mean, you didn't grow up like that.
Yeah.
You didn't grow up, but nobody's saying nothing. And then to your point, them 35 to 45, they looking for the gang member. They looking for the look.
Yep,
it's like you can't even go on talent. When I hear Lotto spit, I'm like rapper's favorite rapper.
Yep.
Right?
Yep.
And even though she plays in the sand, she still will fuck anybody up with the bars.
Yes.
So I will use her as the muse. But then you look at Sexy Red, I can't co-sign you saying chlamydia from the same dude is okay, or that you excrete green shit out your motherfucker. Or let's just go here. And you got, I don't know who's writing her song, so I don't want to give her this credit.
She might be writing the song.
But Ski is a great hook.
Yes.
But then you come in with I'm a hoe.
Yeah.
And this is what listen, it's not sustainable.
Yeah.
So when people look at me like, OG, man, you sound like you a parent.
But you're not, though.
No, but I am.
No, but you're wrong. But you're not wrong, though.
I am a parent to you parentless motherfuckers.
But here's the thing. But hold on, let me say something. But
and I want that responsibility.
Your outfit lets us know you know this shit, though.
But Kenny,
you know this shit. That's my point.
That's why I say that I think the responsibility lies like when I say the accountability.
I just hit myself in the throat.
Right? Hold on.
You made me do that.
So like Ray could go be the president in a building,
yeah.
And he can change the dynamic of stuff that's coming into the building. Or you can go in and be the president of the building.
He won't be able to after he keep doing his media.
But hold on. But what happens is
I don't want to. By the way, I ain't gonna want to.
You shouldn't.
Yeah. But that's what I'm saying. That's real.
But that's where I see the accountability part comes in. Like that's why I feel like I'm 31. I feel I have to be. I'm accountable now.
Yeah, it's
like,
on you.
I stand in there and I'm like, nah, I'm not signing that. Why you not signing it? Because he's 14 holding a gun. What the fuck you got
round
to
applause for him.
Like why he got
shit me?
So, but the reality is like these buildings, like you have people that are the higher ups that are actually signing the checks. They like, bro, I don't give a damn. They looking at the screen.
Let me tell you. Hold on, cousin Jew. They can't do nothing without y'all.
Absolutely.
If every black executive walked out the building today and said, we're not doing no more of this shit until the playing field is balanced, and listen to the words I just said, until the playing field is balanced. We always had the nuance rap. We've always had Luke in the South, Too Short in the West. We had screw music. We had all types of things, but the popular music had meaning bigger than those nuances.
Yep.
And that's how you can continue a Sexy Red, not as vulgar and nasty, because I don't believe women should be hoes. You know what I'm saying?
Or celebrate being hoes.
No, or more misogynistic than men. We are fucking horrible humans for being as misogynistic as we've been. But when women become more or think they have to, do you realize we hate each other?
Yes.
Do you realize black men hate black women and black women hate black men?
Yes.
Sir.
Do you realize that? I mean, that's not even okay. Like,
nah.
So and that's what the music makes you do, because a woman's gonna be like, no, I'm sexually free. No, you're not. You're a hoe.
Yes.
And he might be a hoe too. But that shit ain't cool for neither one of you motherfuckers.
Yeah.
And let's stop saying it ain't. Come on, Harlem. I want to hear it. Because I'm about to tighten you up.
I love this. I love this.
No, because all right, Sexy Red said all this, and I get it. I get the issue, but like Kai is 46, so that's around your age group.
Kai
My
said
neck, my back, my pussy,
and
go
my
down, suck his balls.
Hold on. But it was isolated.
How was it?
Because it was over there. Like BET didn't let Kaya perform "My Neck, My Back" on the BET Awards. They didn't welcome her. They didn't welcome to the Grammys. It was under.
Blame the people
no,
who let her in.
No, you gotta blame Sexy because she's the one leading the whole shit. No, hold on. First of all, I think black women will save the planet. I truly believe that. I agree with you. But they can't save the planet with that whole cape on. Please don't put that on our back, though. No, I can't. What do you mean? Unless I'm going crazy with it. And she is my muse. Mm-hmm. So she will be talked about because she is the one. Not like, you got to think about what I'm saying. I just gave you the analogy. If there's balance on the playing field, all that can exist. But guess what? When you can put whatever on the radio, when whatever pops up into your feed, you got to stop this shit. You don't realize, okay, it's killing people. Mm-hmm. If somebody think chlamydia is cool with this new gonorrhea that's out right now that you can't get rid of, or AIDS, motherfuckers don't even talk about AIDS no more.
They not scared of that.
Forgot about that.
They not scared of that.
Okay, but scared. Be fucking scared.
Right. Yeah.
Because when you got them tubes, so the Easy-E probably wasn't thinking about that shit either.
Nope.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm saying, no, we have to. And guess what black folk do? We don't do nothing that makes motherfuckers look at us like we lame. I want to make it lame to be all that.
Yep.
Because you can't get no more money. If you fuck the money up, what's left? Your art? You don't have none. Nobody's going to see that in 20 years. Mm-hmm. Drake, master manipulator. This motherfucker gives you hits about love, about relationships, about trying to figure it out, and then he'll go do one record with this one, or he'll put this one on a tour. Genius. Mm-hmm. But guess what? I didn't call him out because I think he's top. I don't want to hear nothing about this either, what I'm about to say. He's in my top 5 all time, and I come from the golden era. But when he literally doesn't identify the problem in his actions, I got to say something. Because we can't, who's holding who responsible? People running them, it's gonna be Sodom and Gomorrah out here. You think I'm lying? If you don't know what that is, go read the Bible.
And not only that, let me just double down on what he's saying. The problem is that when someone starts making sense, instead of hearing the sense, why are you arguing for the other side? That's the problem. When it's like, but what about dog? So it's like me telling my kids, yo, don't steal, that's wrong. But what about the other kids stealing? Yeah. That's your motherfucking response?
Yeah.
What about the other kids stealing? My nigga, I will fuck you up in here. So like,
I'm about to say, what ended up happening when you got these nuances, like before Sexy Red would have been a nuance. But what happens is when one building sees Sexy Red winning, now everybody's like, I need 2 of those. Let me find me 2 of those.
And that's the problem with music.
Yeah.
That
absolutely.
Cousin Jew. That's the motherfucking problem.
Absolutely.
Because when you don't have a factory like we used to have a factory. Yep. You have to make it through the factory to come out.
Yep.
So there was a certain level of etiquette, how you had to show up, how you spoke. Why did we do that? Because most of these motherfuckers ain't had no parents at home. And now you don't have none of that. They coming in the building. I don't want to keep going back to sex.
No, keep going. No, but I'm gonna tell you one thing.
I think she has a superpower and is using it wrong.
I agree.
Because even at the BET Awards, I'm looking like I damn near believe her. But what you saying, I just can't take you serious.
I mean, bro, you got to understand too. Her moniker is the hood princess.
Yeah, but the hood ain't good. Hold on.
But that's the problem.
But hold on, I'm gonna let him go there. Hold on, Kenny, I gotta say, I want to tell y'all something. I moved to Atlanta in 1991. I moved to College Park. I moved from Patterson Projects in the Bronx. When I moved to College Park, it was heaven to me. It was 2-parent households, grass, yard.
Far away from them big ass rats.
What? Now here's the crazy part. I knew every hood in Atlanta because everybody in my school bragged on the hood they was from. Nigga, we in College Park now. I don't want to go back to the Bronx. I don't even claim New York, and New York is mad at me because I don't claim New York because I don't want to go back. Yeah. And you got niggas like, nigga, I'm from East Lake Meadows, nigga. Nigga, I'm from Bowen Homes, nigga. I'm from Bankhead, nigga. That's how I learned every neighborhood in Atlanta because everybody was from somewhere else. Now look at College Park. Now look at Old National. You wanted to be Bankhead so bad, now you got it.
Yeah.
And to me, we got
College Park was the Gold Coast.
What?
Like you had that's what the black wealth.
Yeah. It was near the airport. It was the airport. You could go there and get a job. But black people want to be ghetto so bad.
Yeah, for what?
I don't get it. I want to be rich.
Listen, and I've been saying this. I'm sorry, y'all.
Go ahead. Let go. Let go. We came here to let you let go.
But it's so fucked up to me that the majority of these motherfuckers ain't never been in no hood. Mm-hmm. And I hated the hood. I hated the way I had to live. I hated waking up in one apartment, coming at home from school in another apartment. I hated the roach. I hated all that shit. There's nothing beautiful about that. The only thing about the hood that's beautiful back in the day is that we banded together.
Yes.
Y'all want to kill each other. Y'all don't even want no money. These niggas is scammers.
None.
They don't even want to be hustlers no more. You rather steal than goddamn, and then you shitting on 9 to 5s. Let me tell y'all what happens without a middle class. Without a middle class, there will be the Hunger Games out this motherfucker.
Absolutely.
Yep.
Y'all keep
We almost there, by the way. We almost there.
Because these kids, and I'm going to tell you, man, people are always like, how you say that, bro? And ain't nobody say nothing to you. I'm from that. Everybody in Atlanta know. If it's one person that don't know, but they'll ask one, they'll tell you, nah.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, I don't say nothing but the truth.
Yep. But ain't nothing wrong with that. Let me tell you what I tell people. If he was saying something, which I think is the most fucked up thing, if he is saying something that he's not saying to his kids, call him a fucking nigga. But everything he's saying to his kids. So as a black man, I don't work with artists. I tell them the same thing I would tell my son.
Facts.
If I wouldn't tell that to my son, I wouldn't tell it to you.
Facts.
You have people who don't give a fuck about your kids.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Who are like, they got their kids like, I won't call names, but it's certain rappers. Like, I used to love Master P. Love this nigga. I heard until Romeo dropped. And that's when I was like, I like him, but I can't. I like him as a businessman, but I had to accept that he was a businessman. He wasn't a hero. He was a businessman because I listened to Ghetto D album when he was like, what you want to be, son? I want to be a motherfucking hustler. That was what I thought his son was. And then he comes out on some Bugs Bunny shit. I'm like, nigga, you told me to sell dope. But you telling your son to go over there? No. And to me, the way this shit will change is if we start treating them like they're our kids. Yeah. If Sexy Red was your little sister, you wouldn't be supporting her like that. You would be embarrassed. But because it's not your cousin, you're like, that's dope as fuck. That's dope as fuck. Am I tripping? Am I tripping?
But see, nobody feels like they can say that because you don't want to look like a hater. You're not a hater.
It's not a hater.
You're trying to really protect. Like everything I'm saying is to protect my babies.
Period.
They could be my fucking kids.
Yes.
And to be honest with you, I swear to God, to be honest with you, they don't have this type of support.
Yep.
But
that's real support.
That's why they need niggas like you in the building. Because
I won't never go back in the building.
Hold on. Hear me out. But hear me out.
But here's the thing.
You wanna know why I left the music business? Because I put my hands on somebody. I might not do it at this
we gotta close the door and move some furniture.
No.
We gotta close the door and move some furniture.
You can Google. I have a lot of. Everybody know how I get.
He's Scorpio. He's Scorpio. They emotional. They don't play.
I'm not playing because the problem with the fantasy business is you're selling fantasy. Mm-hmm. I'm real. I come from the thoughtful school of music where you had love involved and you listen to that shit and you want to go make love or you want to make your relationship right or you want to motherfucking cry because it identified with you so much. I can't deal with this falsity that's a music business now. It's a falsity.
Yeah.
And now that you know more than ever, if you don't know black folk don't run it, then you... And to be honest, you are the creators. We, black folk, are the creators, but you don't realize you really run shit. I can't even stand the idea of that. It makes me sick to my stomach.
And the reason why we're not doing nothing is because you probably a first generation success in your family, and you're actually living your dream. You're not like working at McDonald's making. I got you. You're not working at McDonald's making fucking $20 an hour, but you living your dream also. So you ain't gonna fuck that up.
Yeah.
And they know that. And like Kenny said, we'll organize. We need to organize it. We need to do a black people not working because we're tired of the way. Like we need to set the motherfucking date and tell everybody black don't show up to work,
bro.
Because that's the only way we're gonna make fucking change.
Yeah, and stop lying. If you could just stop lying when somebody play you something you don't like it. that's some trash.
Yeah.
Oh,
Say it in a way they can receive it. No, because it's a lot of trash out.
Oh no, kidding.
But you know,
I get.
I believe
I get.
but we need more of you.
But can I tell you something?
Seeping
No,
through.
my favorite thing I'm doing when I meet with an artist comes in the room, they play their song. Their song is "Get money, fuck bitches. I got more money than everybody." You know, they playing their song and then we talk. And I'm like, tell me about yourself. And then they get real. Man, I'm from the hood, man. I'm trying to get my mom out.
And you
I'm
like,
struggling. And I'm like, where that song at?
Right.
Where's that song? Play me. Because
real.
everybody has that feeling.
Everybody.
But you bragging on what you got, nigga, that's living in fantasy. Give us the real. Give us the unapologetic real, because more people are like that. There are so many people who are struggling, who are trying to figure out life. Dog, I swear to God, I hate that I say this because my family might not like it, but I became a millionaire because of Jay-Z, not my father. And not just me being honest.
Me too.
My father
I agree.
didn't tell me what Jay-Z taught me about how to get money, how to stay. Like, all I need is the love of my crew. The whole industry can hate me. I thug my way through. That's how I started this shit. That's how I was like, nigga, I don't give a fuck.
I got like,
Yeah,
no, but listen, you're
seriously.
absolutely right. And I'm going to tell you this, because what people need to realize is our parents didn't understand what we were building. They were like, you cannot, what do you mean? You going to do, and then maybe not my parents, but most parents.
Generational wealth, they didn't understand that.
Like, my mom was just like, do whatever you do, you got to go. You know what I'm saying? Love me to death, but the energy was like, you got to go at 18 regardless of what you're doing. So if it ain't school, it's got to be something. The problem I'm having with this generation is you're not even honoring what was provided.
Yes.
This is $1 trillion business. That means if you're a millionaire making that bullshit, imagine if you made some real art. Imagine. Because I've never heard a generation that had the melodies the way they do. The hooks got damn near every hook got possibility, right? It wouldn't be a hit without some sing-songy something, right?
Yeah.
But at the same time, what are you saying?
And you know my problem with hip hop? I'm gonna talk to you because you younger than me, and I'm just telling you. Though when I heard what we do, nigga,
What we do is wrong?
What we do, they admitted it. Like the sun come up, like dog. They was admitting the truth. Like, I played What We Do for my son one day, like maybe like a year ago. And I was like, you should listen to this song because this is what made Daddy think he could be. You could live the life you live. If it wasn't for this song. We don't have consequences in rap no more. Like, we don't say, like, nobody is saying, like, when Hov said, I'm not telling you sell drugs. No, Hov did that. So, like, he was giving you the lesson.
No, listen.
Like, there's no more lessons. It's just the only lesson is Kenny, shut the fuck up. We making money. That's whack as fuck.
But I was about to say, I think this is actually helps bridge the gap with the generations. I feel like the generation prior taught us how to hustle and not taught us how to understand career.
No.
That's not true. That's
bullshit. No. And the only reason I say, hold on.
Go ahead, cousin Jew. Go ahead, cousin Juju.
Hear me out. And the only reason I say that is because you have kids now that literally before I start talking to an artist, I'm like, is this a lick or is this your career?
No, it's all a lick.
And
let me tell you,
it's all a lick.
You're getting into something else. Before you get in, I wanted to tell you what you said and how it was wrong, respectfully. Jay, right, to his point, was telling you what he did so that you wouldn't do it. But he also went into the business realm and created so many different levels of business. That's showing you how to do it. If you can't that's like, and this is why I know you're 31, and respectfully, because at the end of the day, this generation, let's talk about my kids, they see the way we live, right? And they think it's automatic.
Yep.
They don't understand the work that went into it, right? They think I got it, so they got it, which they do. I'm spending all my money. You're going to get all these houses and property, but I'm spending all the money.
Yep.
All the money. But the point I'm trying to make is you have to realize that unless you take onus of what we're saying, and not just saying, but what we're doing, it's not just talk. When you look at a Puff, when you look at a Jay, when you look at all these greats that created industry. That's why I say hip hop music could go away, but hip hop culture will never go away because there's too many things that are monetized by that. But for you to say that, like, we're not teaching you the game, we are teaching you the game. If we open the business, there's a blueprint.
Not teaching the game, not teaching. And I might have worded that wrong. Not teaching the game, but there's this common thing that right now, which I'm dealing with, talking to my peers and people that are my age. Some of their parents come from having jobs, like go get a job. They don't understand the idea of career and how to build.
But that's true. But that's black people, because black people are just getting to that place where generational wealth is there.
But see that, but that's
they didn't do it.
Yes. But that correlates into even working in the music business or working in entertainment fields. Like when I left Morehouse, my mom was like, "What the fuck you mean you going to go work in the music? You going on tour? What is what is?" But then when she seen the first plaque come back, she seen me do this, she seen me do that. She's like, "Oh, he has a career. Oh, he's actually building something on top of this."
Yeah.
So I think like that mindset of the generation prior, like my mother's 54.
Oh,
That
I probably know her.
Nah, she from North Carolina.
I probably know her.
But literally like that mindset of changing.
You know what I meant. That wasn't what you talking about. Spicy.
Nah, but we're changing the narrative of teaching it, like reteaching that generational of this is what we're building a career and building a future for, like to create generational. I'm be the first person to create generational wealth for my next generation.
That's dope. But y'all got to realize too, it ain't on us.
That's real.
To show y'all, I'm sorry, it's on us to show y'all how to get it, but it's on y'all to work to get it. You understand what I'm saying? And that's the difference. We didn't have nobody showing us. They took everything from us. Mm-hmm. They just wanted to take. Didn't want to tell you superpower. Didn't want to tell you the magnetic force that was around you and all the things. They wanted to just take. So you are better off because you actually have footage for the last 20 years. Damn near. How long social media been active?
At least 2000.
Okay, so you almost 20 years of documented interviews, people telling you how to do the things, stories that they went through the building of their businesses, all the things. So there's really no excuse. And no one should ever feel, I wish, like Andre Harrell was the first one to be like, I'm sorry, Clark Kent was the first, I'm sorry, Wendell White, big shout out to Wendell White. He the first person that put money behind my dreams. You know what I'm saying? But then like Clark and then obviously Andre on a bigger level, I got thrown in with the wolves. It wasn't just like, oh, here's the game. He had to tell me the game, but I had to work to master the game.
Yep.
And that's what y'all got to do because there's way more access for y'all. There's way more access than we ever had. Opportunities to get real money, to get finance, and all the things that you need. We never had, the opportunity to do.
Yeah, the hustle.
So that's what when I was saying you aren't wrong in your thought process, but wrong in the fact that okay, there's some work to do. It's not just going to be given to you or like boom, or it's going to make it better that we do give it to you. Because if I gave you $1 million a day and you ain't making it to 10, you fucked the money up.
That's real. And the opportunity.
Okay, so
because I'll never give you another $1 million.
Yep.
Definitely not going to do it twice.
That's how it goes.
Okay, so I know you have like your own kind of podcast platform, and you're like you are the lifestyle specialist, right? So what conversations do we need to be having as a Black culture, and what can we do about some of the misinformation that's out there? Because we get a lot of that. Yeah,
we first and foremost need to stop lying as a culture. Just as a culture, we lie way too much. We are, because if you're not telling the 100% authentic truth and you're putting 20 on the 10 like we used to say, or you're saying things that you actually want to achieve but you're acting like you achieved them, or you know motherfuckers you don't know, or you use somebody's name, all these things are lies. So when I see you and you told X, Y, and Z, I can't even take you serious. I'm on to the next. So we need to stop lying. If we could stop lying as a culture, we'd be cool. Lying is also spending money you don't have. Lying is also doing all the things we glorify. Right? We got to stop lying.
Nah, he's right. I agree.
But then the second thing is we need to, talk about things that are going to affect us in the way of growth. Misogyny is not growth. Opt this, kill this, that's not growth. That is going to wipe out a generation.
Period.
They talking about the jails right now.
Period.
Right? I was on a discussion, they talking about the jails. And they're like, how they going to have the jails looking like this? They should have them motherfuckers looking like that. People should be terrified.
You shouldn't be
scared
excited
to
go to jail.
Scared to death.
You should think if you go in there, you about to get shanked day one. Mm-hmm. Guess what? Your ass probably wouldn't go to jail.
Right.
So I think if we start telling the truth.
It's actually something that you pointed out, Kenny, that I just have to say.
Yeah.
Jay-Z, in my opinion, his most famous rap line, to me, the rap line that affected the world more than anything is, he has a line where he says, and I don't wear jerseys, I'm 30 plus. Give me a fresh pair of kicks, a quick button up. That's when Ryan Kenny took off, by the way.
He actually should have put that in the song.
He should have, exactly. But that line, so here's the thing. So here's the thing. Jay-Z at 30 says that. I don't wear jerseys, I'm 30 plus. He says that was his way of telling every nigga around it's time to be man.
Time to grow up.
Now, here's the thing. Now, y'all Jay-Z, for y'all generation, it's Drake. And Drake I'm just being honest, and Drake is out here, he's getting eaten alive right now by his fan base because he's acting immature. Because he's not acting 30 plus and saying, this is what the growth of what I'm doing looks like. No one's growing. No one is like, this is where I'm at now. Jay-Z's 444 album is one of my favorite albums because the nigga was telling you where he is.
Yeah.
Nigga, I made a Dumbo. Nigga, I could have bought a house in Dumbo instead of buying a house. Dumbo. Like, that made me spend my money differently. Yeah. Like, damn, I shouldn't buy no Range. Like, I was literally thinking to myself, like, I'm gonna go buy myself a Range Rover for Christmas.
That's why I have more appreciation for artists like Kendrick's and J. Cole's, because Kendrick, like,
not just you, everybody appreciates that.
I'm not saying in general, because like even you talk about black men and mental health.
Why don't we have more? I'm asking you. Why don't we have more Kendricks and J. Cole's?
Because it takes more, like the hiatus that a Kendrick
takes more talent.
It takes more talent, but from a label standpoint, they're gonna look at it like, oh, it's gonna take you more time to develop. It's gonna take me more time to put your.
You know why we don't have more of those? Because both of them are signed to Cole was with Hove. And Kendrick is with Top. They were both signed to men like Kenny, who said, leave him alone, let him do his fucking thing. We know what we doing. And that's what he was able to grow. Meanwhile, you have culture vultures in these buildings. It's like, if I can't give you $1 today and make $3 in 90 days, I don't want to fuck with you.
Facts.
But they ain't never built shit. That's why we don't have shit.
Yeah. So I think they should do that. I think they should, just.
I want to go back to this Freaknik conversation.
Oh,
don't try to sneak away from that. You said Freaknik 92 changed your life. I want to know how it changed your life.
No, I just came down here, Freaknik 92, and I saw so many beautiful.
Oh, that's
black
when you
people.
came to Atlanta.
Yeah.
I could see how that would be.
So my cousin kept saying, and I've said this before in several interviews, but when I came here in 92, I was fresh out of jail. Wanted to change my life, and everything I saw in a different world was right in front of me, and so I was like, the show, yeah. So I fell in love, Then I knew I had the power of moving people, and I wanted to do that in an honorable way, and so took the AUC by storm, bought every act who is your superhero today or is a superhero today, and made history.
How'd you make those relationships with these people? Like you said, you was fresh out of jail. You come to Atlanta, start taking over. How do you make relationships with these big superstars?
I mean, in the streets in D.C., I was in the clubs at 16, so I would meet all the things that would come through Howard, Puff being one. So by the time I got to HU, I see you over there playing. But yeah, I would meet him. I would meet him in the streets. You know what I'm saying? And I think real connection is being authentic. Real connection is having like-minded ideas, dreams, and goals. And so I always tell people, like, if you want to holler at me, I'm going to say hello. Mm-hmm. It's what you say after we, share greetings. You know what I'm saying? And I always was prepared. And I always, to be honest, and I would suggest youngins do this too, be premeditated, you know what I'm saying, with if you ever ran into such and such.
Have that elevator pitch.
You know what I'm saying? Because and it's not even an elevator pitch. It's like, if I know Puff, right, when I was in D.C., he was at Howard University, and I saw all the things he was bringing. I said, if I ever meet him, you know what I'm saying, then I'm going to have a conversation. Never thought about doing business, none of that. I just want to know how he was doing it. Right. And so as he saw, I was like, well, how y'all doing? Y'all got to be younger than, 18, whatever the thing was. And like, we outside, Moet bottles and shit. And then over the years, you see him again. And I think the authenticity of that is a lost art, too. People are so in a rush to just spill it. I was just at the Mondrian, I'm going to go ahead and say it. That hotel is, I can't even take. Oh, man, it used to be so amazing. Yeah. And these dudes in socks at the pool and do-rags and shit. And I'm like, hold on. So the dude comes up to me, and I just talked about it on my podcast, but his presentation and approach was so unauthentic. You don't come up to a person like me like, I'm supposed to know who you are. If I did dap you up, or if I did shout you out for your birthday, I don't know you and you don't know me. Because at the end of it was like, I got this, cigar. I know you smoke cigars and whatever. I'm like, but bruh, you should have came to me with that versus, he hit me in front of a girl. Now, I'm quick to put you on the spot too. Right? He's like, yeah, you don't know me? Nah.
Sorry, Fred.
He done told Shorty in the court, he said, that's my man's Kenny over there.
Yeah, but see, that's a problem. That's another lie. That's why
we work
stop lying.
That's that we work in post.
The first thing we need to do is stop lying.
The first thing you ask, I'm like, lying, because we are a culture of make-believe.
Yes.
And to the point that we're believing it. You don't know me, and yet you talking to me like, and then you think you got a Jedi mind trick for the Jedi Master. You think you finna tell me, you know what I mean, trick me into a place we were. And that's another thing. Please stand on it. If you think you know me, tell me where we met. Tell me the moment. Remind me of the experience.
I might have forgot.
But don't hit me with the I will resort back. I will resort back because I just don't understand that energy. We not, and right, anybody will tell you if they speak to me, I'm speaking.
Yeah.
But there's not a conversation past the greeting that I owe you. I don't owe you that.
Yeah.
I give you free game every day on the internet.
Yep.
That's how you think you know me anyway. Go to the internet.
Right,
exactly.
Send me a DM.
That's mentorship right there, by the way.
Right.
People be really thinking that
that's
they
not
need
enough.
That people really be thinking
more.
they need some of your time. Like, yo, I just need an hour with you. You know what I could do in an hour?
Cousin Juice point. Why no, we are. We are. You just gotta do the work.
Yep.
And that was, real talk. Y'all gotta do the work.
I ask you a question. Where the hell does your confidence come from? Because you've been talking this shit before it was cool. Before anybody knew it. Like, New Face was on our show. And New Face said, when I started, Kenny Burns told me I will not work unless I become the brand. Yeah. Like, where do you get that shit from?
I want to say the boldness of my father, who wasn't really present, but this was a fly motherfucker, y'all. He just had it. You know what I'm saying? So I think I get that. But then my mom's eagerness to live life for a living. You know what I'm saying? So, and then I married my aunt. Like my aunt was my muse as far as the woman I would end up with.
For sure.
She was just so fly and classy. She held her man down. Like, it was just a certain level of, And then my Uncle Oliver's who I became. He was a real estate guy and, got to it. But I just think I've had, visuals growing up that I suggest everybody do this. You don't have to be like nobody.
Yeah.
You can add bits and pieces of everybody you admire to your game.
Take it off.
We are all developmental.
I agree. We are developing our characters as we speak.
That's right.
We learn every day. We become someone else. Like, damn, I'm gonna take that on. Like,
Right.
I want to become that. Yeah.
Listen, and the thing I tell people all the time. You think Jay used to ask me what Gianfranco Ferré was. I'm putting him on Gucci glasses. I'm telling him what Iceberg is. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Would Jay today look like he would listen to Kenny Burns on?
No, you're right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, of course he would. I mean,
Sure.
my man and all
That's
that.
your friend, yeah.
But you get what I'm saying. Like,
sure.
so we gotta always think like you can be inspired. You can take things from other people and add to.
And
your
it's
recipe.
okay to say it. That's how I started off the show. Like, I could have easily. No, I want you to know.
No, I appreciate that.
Because for
And
me,
I've been every time I see him in the last couple, because he said this like
I keep
6
saying it
weeks
to you. I
ago.
gotta tell. I'm gonna tell you on the show. I'm gonna tell you on the show. Because for me, it's like a nigga might say something private. That's not real man shit to me. Like,
No,
I want to say it loud because it doesn't hurt to shine a light. It doesn't like it's power.
Damn.
It's power in shining a light on somebody.
Nah, for sure.
It's power that most people worry about the light getting shined on them, but it's power in shining the light.
Yeah.
And for me, it's like, bro, I would be a fuck nigga if I don't admit that I was sitting somewhere in 2010 trying to figure out, I got to figure out how to do that. Because him doing that made him more powerful than when he was a record exec. It made him the brand. And if you make money in the music business, it's hard. Like, anybody that's in this shit know it's hard. Because if you're not the artist, it's hard.
Yeah.
Because you need the artist to pay you.
Yeah.
And that nigga
Or
might
if
not
you're
pay
not
you.
the
Or you gotta close the door. And boost the
Exactly.
price.
Or you got to be the label owner and put your money up. But it's hard.
I'm telling you.
It's hard, bro. It's hard to do that. And I seen you stand up against large machines, like the famous video of you and Puff. Like, it was like, this nigga don't give a fuck. He's not afraid. Like, that shit is empowering to me. Because it's like every day I wake up like, man, how can I do this shit? But then I'm like, nigga, I see nigga moving through life like it ain't shit.
But people will treat you how you let them.
Yeah,
Amen.
that's another thing.
You know what I'm saying? And I think it's so defining of us in the judgmental space. We judge ourselves like, oh, damn, I ain't say that. I should have said this.
Yep.
Say it again next time you see him.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Or don't let the next relationship be what this relationship was. We are all works in progress. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people don't give themselves enough grace. And this is a marathon, y'all. This ain't no sprint. You ain't rushed to the end of your life. You know what I'm saying? So you continuously grow. This is funny, man. When I was in the club, right? And so when you said you met me, I had did Vision a couple times, but then it transferred to the Velvet Room, the world famous compound, which I named the world famous compound. And like, we really took, that party culture to the next level.
For sure.
People are like, why are you doing that? Like, why are you going from the music business to, obviously designing clothes and doing all the other stuff? I said, well, I don't want to be put in a box.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I'm not scared to take 2 steps back to take 5
that
steps
lesson.
forward.
I'm never
people
be.
so concerned with other people think. I went in the club. I was making $750 a night in the club. Mind you, that was 4 times a week. That's $3,000 a week. Think about it. I went from $3,000, right, to realize that ain't enough fucking money. All right, what I'm gonna do now? Oh, I'm gonna do this liquor shit.
Yep.
Brought Grey Goose in. Every 100,000 I gave Alex,
Yep.
Mark, I got 30,000.
Yep.
Anything I sponsored, I got half.
Yep.
And so people looking at me not understanding, like, you think, and ladies and gentlemen, I used to be in the club when I did the V103 thing with nobody in the club, making it sound like it was 42,000 people. Right? But you got to have a plan of who and what you want to be. Guess what happened from that? I created influencer programs that all spirit companies use.
Yeah.
Wow.
I created that.
I know you did. I know it. That's why I'm like, where that confidence come from that you knew you can do that
but
shit?
it's the hustler. That's why I'm preaching, and I'm honestly begging the youngins to get back into hustling. Hustling ain't hustling nobody. It ain't scamming nobody. Hustling is actually putting your thoughts to work.
Yep.
You think it first.
Yeah.
Then you say it out loud to this point earlier. Then you go do the shit.
Yeah.
It's easier if you believe it.
Yep.
But guess what? You can do it even if you don't believe it. Because
That's-
guess what? You go partner with Ray Daniels, Cousin Jew, Harlan, you go get everybody involved that don't have the superpowers you have and still make it happen.
I was about to say, I'm this far not believing. I didn't believe. I just knew I had to do.
No, you
Right.
pause. You
You
got a
have to
mouthpiece
do
though. Like
No,
you-
but
I'm not even from New York.
Hit me out. But I got a mouthpiece that I feel like I can take you and make you money. To take myself,
Nah, but you
I didn't
always
believe
let me tell you
that.
something about yourself.
Yeah.
You gave me
It's
flowers. I'm
harder
gonna give you
to
some. You've always been able to
inside.
speak truth to power.
Yes.
Whether you had to sell somebody in a song, whether you have to. So my thing is like, those are all superpowers that are going to translate into your next chapter.
Exactly. But I didn't know that. That's what I'm saying. I'm learning.
But you did
Walking
know.
in it.
You did know because you're doing. You might not have constantly said, "I'm just going to jump out there."
Yeah.
But you're doing it. Look at this. This is
Yeah.
better set up than I got.
Thank
You know what I'm saying? So I think that at the end of the day, you have to just know that your steps are ordained, and it has to be something innate in you.
Yeah.
It ain't like you didn't
Your
want.
why has to be so big that nothing can stop you.
That's what I'm saying.
Because I ain't gonna lie, my fear, like dog, I'm gonna just put this
Oh, I
out there.
agree.
Like
We
yesterday,
can say.
I'm in New York. Speaking at a conference. I'm at
Talk
a
that
table.
shit.
I'm at a
Yesterday.
table talking to sitting around these rich people. We talking business, and I'm literally about to go, and then I get a call from my family in New York, like my cousin. I'm about to stab this bitch. He's talking about our
Hey,
aunt.
yo, is he okay?
No. I had to deal with it, but in my mind, I'm thinking like, how the fuck did I just go from sitting at a table talking about ideas to change the world to now I'm rushing to Harlem so my cousin won't stab my aunt, and then I got to go on, and it's like for them it's nothing.
Yeah.
Like Kenny looking at it like
That's how they-
he ain't
bro.
gonna do shit. I'll fucking and I'm looking like, man, I gotta get back to Atlanta, man. We might argue, but I ain't got a call. So I'm about to stab somebody. Like
Power
stab,
words,
nigga.
power
I
to
gotta
tongue.
get the fuck. And to me, it's like that's where I come from. That shit is. How do you want to be that? Like that's why that shit ain't cool to
man,
me. Like
you
how
just
do you
hit
want to
on
be
something.
that, my nigga? Like, and I told my cousin, I said, bro, if you want to change your life, you can't think like that. Don't call your aunt a bitch, bro. Nigga, it has to change. Your life has to change in your mind first.
Yeah.
And if it don't change your mind, it's not gonna change your outer exterior. And so many people are frustrated why they not what they want to be. It's because your mind didn't change. That's why I'm honestly admiring you saying, how did you believe? Now you are right. I did act out of fear, but I was fearful. Just being honest, like I did act because the last thing you want,
most people's back.
that's the last thing you want to do is a nigga laugh at you. If it wasn't for Puff, I don't know if my peers would have showed up. None of my peers was lining up to do this. Puff posted us, then everybody showed up. And it was cool from that because I wasn't mad, but I admire ballsy people. I admire fearless people because I act out of fear, but I still have it in me.
Takes a lot of
Because the
nerve to be
last thing I
successful.
want is for my
takes a
mom to
lot of
tell
nerve.
me, I told you weren't going to be shit.
Yeah, I want to say this,
I wanna
man,
hear that.
to your cousin, your aunt's piece, because I think that shouldn't go over everybody's head. You have to be at peace. My episode 53 that just came out is called At Peace because I was dealing with some same family stuff.
Yeah.
My aunt just had a stroke and just looking at the dysfunction, you know what I'm saying, in
Yeah.
her life. But you got to be at peace. You got to be at peace with putting people in a box sometime. You got to be at peace with loving people from a distance sometime. You got to be at peace and knowing some things just ain't for you. You know what I'm saying? But to remove yourself from those situations is the only way you're gonna have peace.
Yep.
If it's like here and here and here and all around you, and you not removing yourself, it's not going nowhere.
You gotta have the balls removed. You gotta just believe, like,
Yeah.
I'm gonna go over here, sit in this corner, and attract a new type of energy. And you gotta believe that it's meant for you.
Yeah.
That's why I'm like, bro, like,
Saying you're gonna stab somebody, you might
Yo,
fuck around.
aunt?
And stab
And you also gotta emphasize with family. It's not me trying to show you that I'm trying to be better than you. It's me showing you that I have to understand who I
Man,
am.
hold on. Can everybody put up their middle fingers real quick? Put up their finger. Fuck family sometimes.
yes,
That's real.
yes.
Let me take advantage of you because
Yes.
they know you got to be there.
No,
That's why I'm
because
messing
see,
with
family wouldn't put you in harm's way. And I'm
No,
serious. You
they
gotta
wouldn't.
love people from a distance sometimes.
They wouldn't. That's what I'm saying. Like,
You know what I'm
and
saying? Family wouldn't put you in, and that's what. Listen, we are conditioned. We grew up with such dysfunction that we think it's normal. That shit is not.
That is
normal.
not
It's not
normal.
Right.
You living a normal life. Kids in college, that's normal.
Yeah.
But it's so many people
Oh,
that are in. It's so many people that are in dysfunction that they can't.
I'm literally
see.
in the middle of reading a book about parenting the parent.
Yeah,
And
man,
that is,
God bless.
it is, bro. It's the most sickening thing to even think about. That you have to go back and remodel and re-establish that type of relationship in a relationship where you're like, you're the parent. However, now I feel like I'm the parent to the parent.
Yeah,
Well,
and not
guess
only
what?
that,
You're gonna be the parent to the parent one day.
Yeah.
They're gonna get old. You're gonna have to take care of them, and no matter what they did to you, that's your mama,
That's
that's
your
your
mom.
daddy, that's your auntie.
Yep.
And that's the one thing we got to get back to, because if you love them from a distance, you wouldn't still have the same attitude. And you can handle your business.
Yep.
If you put them in a box and kept them there, you could play with them when you wanted to, or
Yep.
love them when you wanted to. Or, you know what I'm saying? And that's where we gotta get in that headspace, y'all. We can't keep, if we wrote everybody off for the little shit they've done or the things they've done, we would have no friends or family. If we would have just be like, fuck everybody who just did something, you wouldn't know. This music business wouldn't exist. That's for
That's
sure.
a fact.
So I implore everyone, man, like, you know, you have to be at peace with it all, man, and make decisions based on that peace, not on your angst.
that's some. No, y'all better hear that. That's some real shit based on your piece, because a lot of it is thinking. A lot of it is thinking from an abundant standpoint rather than thinking from a scarcity standpoint. Because when you come from nothing, you think this might be my last opportunity. This might be my last dollar. This might be my last. That's why the music business is so fucked up. Because black people like, this might be my only chance. So I'm gonna take your shit.
Yeah.
I'm gonna make the bullshit you want. Because the most important thing you need is money to take care of your family.
Yeah.
But you can't think like that. You got to think like something good gonna come tomorrow. I'm gonna make a prediction. The music industry is gonna go through a cleanse. The next 12 to 18 months, they're gonna have to get rid of everybody. No, they have to. Like, they're not no one is
that's
breaking
it, yeah.
anything.
Next year,
We're
No
down
one.
40%. How is hip hop down 40%?
that's crazy.
Yeah, it's what I'm saying. And the reason why is because it don't have no coaches in it. It don't have nobody in there saying, yo, man.
Or referees.
Yeah, like, just like, yo, I like what you did. Let's try to do this better. We like that already. Worst come to worst, that's what we have. But let's go this direction. Nobody is pushing for greatness because you got people in the room that's like, I don't give a fuck if you have to die for this record to go platinum. As long as this goes platinum and I get my bonus, nigga, fuck you. And that's the most embarrassing part. That's why it's hard for me to go back in it, because I know the people in it don't give a fuck about
Yeah.
us.
The cleansing need to be us cleansing it, though.
Yes.
And then we can have more power. Because if we let them tell us rap music's down 40%, you know, them pop artists going to keep emulating rap.
Yep.
It's, you know what I mean? They're just going to make songs out of it instead of the mumbling shit that's going on and all the, you know what I'm saying, things that aren't connecting. You know what I mean? So we have to walk out.
And
We got to, who's doing that?
And I was about to say, if we had the right people in charge, for every Sexy Red, there'll be a Lauryn Hill.
Amen. That's
For
what we're
every
waiting
for every rapper that's talking toxic, dirty shit, there'll be another anecdote. We know that. Like, I know if I do something dumb, like, let's say I know, like, nigga, we went out last night, we ate all the bullshit. I gotta reset tomorrow. I can't do that.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? Like, it's a balance. We know balance is
Oh,
needed.
we need
It's,
the balance.
if you only chasing money, balance is irrelevant. It's like, all I want is money. But if you want what's best, I'd rather make 100 million and all my people are safe than make $1 billion and all my people are fucked up.
Yeah, because we are fucked up.
Yes,
right now.
we fucked up.
As a
And,
culture,
and
and they're not even teaching in schools no more.
Oh, don't
the,
get me
the,
started.
the requirements to
Don't
pass
get me
high
started.
school
They are
is
not
unbelievable.
there. No child left behind. Fucked up. These kids can't read. They can't spell. They don't know. They don't know the map. They don't know basic math.
And look, they're killing us. Have you seen
No, you was good. That was
the
good.
Canada versus the European versus the American food
Yes.
and the chemicals? That's,
Yes.
like, it's literally
We got
unbelievable.
lab meat. We got fake food all in our
Unbelievable.
ketchup, our ingredients. But before we get into the game, I want to ask a question. and I want all you guys to answer it. What do you want when it's all said and done? Hip hop's biggest contribution to be to the world.
I don't mean to sound like this, but I do. I think we've had the biggest contribution that hip hop is going to give us. It's transcendent music.
Shit.
So hip hop is culture. People always talk about the diaspora and being from, obviously we're all descendants of Africa, but hip hop is our culture. America is our home. You know what I'm saying? So I think that it's done its job. We got to do the rest. Just like I was telling cousin, Jew, we got to do the rest. We can't continue to rely on people to finance us, put us in position. Like, we are the talent. So unless, hopefully this 12 to 18 month thing comes to fruition, but unless we take some real bold action, I'm talking about bold, like March on Washington bold. We won't be in a good position. Now, we'll always create. There'll always be business made from black creatives, but it won't look like rap music or hip hop music anymore.
And it's our number one export. Like, look how we all dressed. We're being ourselves right now, making money. That is beautiful. And if we don't fucking treasure it, and we can't put money over it, I'll tell a story.
Where's my button at?
There was a Jewish kid, there was a Jewish artist, rapper, who was signed to a major label that had a record that was disrespecting Jewish culture. They dropped his ass.
Bro, but we can kill every black person, and I'm trying saying the word nigga too. Can we all just
I tried. By the way, I be trying.
I'm October 3rd, I wasn't supposed to say it no more, but I'm just saying it on your show so that I can tell people I'm stop saying it. But we should stop saying it together.
I'm trying.
No matter how much of a term of endearment we've, made it seem, it's not. It's derogatory, and the most derogatory thing, but that's our mindset. We're going to be like, No, I'm on it.
Nah, for real.
I'm on it. The only reason I said it is because I want to challenge people. All the things that are not right with the world, let's correct. Especially little shit like that.
And not only that, it doesn't take much. So it's like, why wouldn't we try? And by the way, me having a daughter has changed my entire world. Because I have a son. My son, it was like, I'm getting him ready to take over the world. But my daughter, it was like, that shit, that scares me. That made me look at everything differently. And it's too much too early. I saw my first Rolex watch when I had to get on the MARTA, ride it to Lenox, go to Mayors, and say, can I see a watch? You got kids that see Rolex watches every day. That's why you got these water boys on the corner. They looking at like, I used to be scared to come to Buckhead. You pull your pants up and motherfucking fix your shirt. You ain't supposed to be around here. Now kids are like coming as themselves, begging for money in the mall. Hey man, give me some, man, give me some. Cause they looking at it like, y'all got it.
Something for their ass. I ain't listen. No, cause that's shit. You gotta check them.
I agree.
Listen, these kids, man, trying to intimidate these women to jump on their car, that's some bullshit. They need their ass whooped.
Agreed.
Yeah.
Agreed.
They need their ass whooped. And these OGs putting them up to it.
Nah, that's
need
whack.
They ass whooped.
Because they like, little man hustling. Little man is fucking shaking people down. There's a proper way to hustle.
We don't even have presentation no more. You look, motherfucker, I am stereotyping.
Yes.
I'm sorry, let me come.
No, you're right. No, seriously.
That's real.
Like I'm stereotyping you.
Nigga, don't run up on and the worst part about it is that they run up on the cars they think have the most money. So they'll run up on your Range Rover and skip over Corolla. That Corolla might give you $1.
But it ain't even about that. It's about if you have the wherewithal and the mindset to sell water, you could create a business. You could have a stand. You can go to that little in Lenox. They got a what's it called? A container that they put a donut shop in. Get with the mayor. Get a container on such and such so you could be out on the right.
What happened to kids with the lawnmower, pulling the lawnmower?
They went it too fast now. They went it too fast now.
I had 3 lawnmowers growing up.
Bruh, effort is lame. Effort is lame in 2023. And we have to make effort cool again. You got to make it okay to try. Yeah. Like my son, I encourage him. My son, I'm like, go fail. Go fuck up. That's what daddy's here for. Go try something. Go try. Don Vito was with my son and told him to do something. He was like, I got to do it. Don Vito gave me a challenge. Don't worry if you fuck up, son. Yeah. That's what I mean why the fear comes from, because I didn't have nobody telling me, don't worry if you fucked up. I had people telling me, I hope you do so I can laugh at your ass. So that's where the fear came from. But if I had somebody telling me, go do it. You're going to be fine. We're going to have your back. Man, there's no telling what we could have been.
I think that's the biggest thing you could add to your kids as a parent, letting them know that they have a safety net if they try something that they're not comfortable with. Because as black kids, we don't have that. Like me all my life, I'm lucky because my mother got a little bit of money. So if I do something dumb, I could call my mother. A lot of people don't have that safety net in our community. They can't go out and try some job, and if they can't pay their rent this month, call their mom like, yo, I've been working, but they not really paying yet, or I'm doing an internship here. We don't have that safety net. So now that we have like some first and second generation people that are gonna be that safety net for their kids, we have to take that super seriously. Right. And we have to let people know how important that is and to use that. Let our kids know, try everything possibly you can and see what works.
Yeah. So. But you know another thing, last before you get into the game, you're the goal. I'm the goal. I take care of my mom. I take care of my family. I live healthy. I'm good. My house, we're the goal. That's what you, like, remember kids would be like, I didn't think I was gonna make it past 21. Nigga, that's over now. Look at Kenny Burns. Look at Ray. Look at Juju. Look at Tamir. Like, you can actually be yourself and make money and be happy. Yeah. You can be that. You just gotta fucking go give some effort. You just gotta try. But now let's play making the cut.
Ooh, oh, he's gonna eat us up.
Nah, he'll do good. He'll do good. So Kenny,
I don't think the kids are gonna get any money.
By the way, this has been so good. I'm just gonna give you a couple because I don't want to take away from how powerful this episode is. So look, Kenny, we have this part of the show we play called Making the Cut.
I leave my glasses on for
this. Where fire, by the way. Okay. Where we
your eyeglass game mean on the episodes. I had to bring.
By the way, I learned that from you.
Heat.
You gotta have the glass. I was like, you gotta have something about you that even if you don't know me, it's a nigga. He always got shades on. And he's talking.
And he got the color lenses.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I was doing. Yeah. So we had this game called we have this game called Making the Cut. I'm gonna give you 3 options, and you get to pick one to sign, one to put in development, and one to cut. If you choose not to answer, you have to donate $20 to the nonprofit, and it goes to kids. 3 of the kids actually have 1 gram. Okay, perfect. Let's get into it. All right, let's go. So here go the ones. I'm gonna go first. Illmatic. Mm-hmm. Get Rich or Die Trying. Mm-hmm. Reasonable Doubt.
And the options are again?
You got to sign one of them. You got to put one in development, and you got to send one home. Cut it.
Yeah, I'm going to sign Reasonable Doubt because I was a part of that. I'm going, the other 2 are?
Illmatic.
No. I know the things, but what are the other?
Oh, you got to sign somebody. You got to develop one. You got to put one in development, and you got to cut one.
I'm going to put. Oh, wow, that's a good question. I'm gonna put. This is gonna sound crazy.
Okay, let's go.
But I put Get Rich or Die Trying in development, cut Illmatic.
Nah, that don't sound crazy. Because that don't sound crazy. The only thing that was crazy is you put Reasonable Doubt above Get Rich or Die Trying, but you was a part of it. So
yeah,
this by the way,
I think it spoke to the hustlers worldwide.
Okay, Kanye West, Jay-Z, Drake.
In order?
No, which one you signing? Which one you dropping? Which one you cutting? Which one you developing?
I'm signing Jay.
I already know.
I'm developing Drake and I'm cutting Ye's ass.
By the way, that makes sense. That makes sense. That makes sense. That makes sense coming from you. All right, he gave me some crazy ones, bro.
Come on.
He gave me some crazy ones. Like he gave me one that's so crazy. I'm like, bro. All right, here we go. Mine is it's everything. So here we go. All right, where is it? Visions, Velvet Room, Compound.
That's actually a good question.
That is a good one.
You ran all 3.
Compound, signing.
Okay.
I'm developing Velvet Room.
Absolutely.
And I'm getting rid of Visions.
I thought it was gonna be the verse of the last one.
I moved home when Visions was about to close.
Got you. Okay, cool.
I was old enough to get into Velvet
Bam,
Room.
bam, bam.
So good.
All right, couple more. Puff, Dr. Dre, JD.
JD, I'm signing JD. I'm developing Puff, and I'm getting rid of Dr. Dre.
Ooh. I just love the fact you stand on it. The Washington Nationals, the Wizards, or the Redskins?
Commanders.
DC. Oh, the Commanders, the Commanders, the Wizards, and the Nationals.
Yeah, I'm signing. That's hard. I'm signing the Commanders. I'm developing the Nationals, and I'm getting rid of the Wizards. I hate the name.
Okay, I'm not bad. This is a good one. Andre Harrell, Dame Dash, Russell Simmons.
Andre Harrell, I'm signing. This
is Jack Dance, by the way.
I'm developing Dame and Dash, and I'm getting rid of Russell.
Okay, I love it. All right, I'm gonna give you one more. I gotta give you a good. Nah, that's too easy.
How about the niece?
You like that one?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna go there because Denise from the Cosby Show.
Hold on, I gotta take that back. I'm developing. I'm developing Russell, getting rid of Dame.
Okay, hold on. Denise from the Cosby Show, Whitley from A Different World, and Hillary from Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. Great one, Jack.
I'm definitely signing Denise. The other two were
Hillary from Fresh Prince and Whitley from A Different World. Ooh, that's hard.
Yeah. I'm developing. What's the not Whitley?
Hold on, Whitley, Hillary, and Denise from the Cosby Show.
I'm developing Whitley and I'm getting rid of Hillary.
Developing Whitley and get rid of Hillary Banks. Yeah. Okay.
Because Whitley had potential. She just was too southern.
She had her TV show and everything.
Yeah. I'm sorry.
All right, last one. 50 Cent.
Where's my gun noise?
No,
my gun noise.
Last one. 50 Cent, Nas, Busta Rhymes.
Sheesh. I really like Nas. I don't want anyone to take that.
Okay.
I really like Nas. I just was never, Anyway, I'm gonna sign. What are the options again?
50 Cent, Busta Rhymes, Nas.
I'm gonna sign Busta.
Busta's incredible.
I'm gonna develop Nas, and I'm gonna get rid of 50.
Queens didn't get the money today, bro. I'm sorry. Every time somebody say somebody Queens, Jack is like, Queens to get the money today.
With 50, man. He's a wild boy.
All right, cool. So y'all want me to get one more? All right, one more for the fuck of it.
Do an R&B one or something. No?
Yeah. Because
he
from that era. He from that era.
Yeah.
He from the era.
Yeah.
Jodeci, Boys II Men, Drew Hill.
Easy. Signing Jodeci, developing Drew Hill, getting rid of Boys II Men.
I don't know why you do that.
I agree.
Easy.
What?
They from North Carolina, my boy.
My favorite Boys II Men song is Ooh Ah. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. Ooh. Yeah.
This nigga ain't getting tripped up. I'm like, look, I was looking for one to trip him up. He ain't get tripped up. Go, you do it.
Come on.
Give it to him.
Please say Sexy Red.
No, I'm not gonna do that.
Doja Cat,
Okay.
Nicki Minaj, Cardi B. Last one.
Definitely signing Cardi. Definitely developing Doja, getting rid of Nicki.
The former stripper.
You know what?
He's saying it too easy for me. That's amazing, by the way.
What's crazy? Cardi B is the only female superstar in rap.
I said that.
Who's up next?
I don't even know if anybody compares to Cardi.
Casey?
Who?
Nothing.
Did you say Ice Spice?
Oh, I don't like the way you said that.
She's an Ice Spice fan.
I'm a munchkin.
Superstar?
She's about to do Saturday Night Live. Like
that don't make you a superstar.
It puts you on the way there. It puts you on the bus to take you to the superstardom.
Yeah, I don't even know if she believes her own height.
By the way, these artists now, and we about to go to credit check.
Yeah.
No, just say these artists now are more about being like characters than they are about being talented artists.
Listen, man, round of applause for Ray Daniels.
Another bar.
They're characters, bro. Like they're like WWF characters. They're not real artists.
To pose a question. We over here.
No. But the last
one more question.
Last question we ask is: we give you a chance to do. We have a part of the show called Credit Check where we just give you a chance to give a shout out to 2 or 3 unsung heroes in the Kenny Burns story. Everybody always say give people their flowers.
Yes.
I don't want to give people their flowers. I want to give people their credit because if they get their credit, they can leverage that and go build something.
Yeah.
So 2 or 3 people in the Kenny Burns story that you like, yo, shout out to them for really like playing a role.
I mean, my mom, I think that's just without saying. So I won't enter her in this conversation. I was a hot dog and bean baby, and she did the best she could. She loved the shit out of me.
I love that.
And I am who I am because of her. But real credit in the development that made me a man, Wendell White, my best friend, DJ Clark Kent, and Andre Harrell.
I just want to give it up for them. So, Tamira asked the last question.
All right, so this is the God Show, which stands for Goats and Underdogs, so I have to
And my wife, too.
Oh,
shout out to
don't
the
forget the wife now.
Like, but I think her,
How many
my
years you
mom.
said?
I think
24.
24.
Yeah,
Yeah, 24 years. Two beautiful humans we created together. But I think that's without question.
Got you.
Yeah.
The
For
black
sure.
women, I say it all the time, will say the word. They definitely saved me.
Perfect.
Sorry, I was living in that moment. So this is called The God Show, which stands for Goats and Underdogs.
Yes.
Do you consider yourself a goat or underdog in the music
I'm a
industry?
motherfucking goat.
Tell him! I knew he wasn't going to say underdog.
Hit it with the pillow. Hit it with the pillow.
I got another one. I got
Yo, so I just want to say, brother, we don't let people sit on this couch and hold the pillows if they're not a goat.
I
I
appreciate
hold the
it.
pillow.
That's why we were
not
so
allowed to
excited
hold
to have
pillows
you,
no more.
brother. You are an icon. I just want you to know that.
I appreciate
and
it.
I can't wait to see where you're going because you're trailblazing for all of us.
Thank you.
So we cheering for you. We celebrate you. We appreciate you being a part of this show. Shout out to our sponsors, Tone Carey. Shout out to Yoko Vodka. And
before
everybody,
we leave,
go ahead.
I will be remiss if I didn't give you credit for being a great black father.
Amen.
Thank you.
Come on, Juju.
Thank you.
That's why you cousin Juju.
Great family man.
Yeah.
I feel like I know it's Uncle Leo.
Yeah.
I feel like I know him. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because I could tell like when you, that stuff. So, bro, that's what I said, bro. It's not
the
enough
way.
credit for you, bro. Because
Thank you.
you turned yourself into the brand. You did what everybody out here is trying to do. And you did it fucking 20 years ago when niggas wouldn't even know social media was there.
I received
So,
that.
you know, you should.
And I want to tell y'all and everybody in here, especially you, Ray, keep showing up how you want to be received, my brother.
My brother, thank
All
you,
right?
man.
Love.
For sure, man. Love.
Proud
Thank
of
you.
you.
The God Show, we are out. Let's go.
Baby.